Lack of confidence is a disease. If you don't have confidence, it's stopping you from living the life you really want. You're going to keep driving to a 9 to 5 every day that you hate. You're going to keep going home lonely every day and feeling bad about yourself. Confidence is the solution to majority of your problems, and you just don't know it. How are you going to get to the next level in life? How are you going to start anything outside of your comfort zone? How are you going to be better? How are you going to make the money that you want to make? How are you going to get the physique that you want? How are you going to actually get the discipline? How are you going to get the things that you want in life if you're not confident, if you don't believe in yourself? The other day, me and my dad were talking on the phone, and he told me this small story about when me and my brother were very little kids. We told him that we could swim, and he had not taught us how to swim or anything. We were super little. And he bought a hotel with a pool, but he wasn't expecting us to just jump in. He wasn't expecting none of that. And that's exactly what we did. And he said that him and his mom were afraid. They were scared as hell of what was going to happen. They panicked. But when they looked, my brother and I were dog pedaling. We were floating. We were swimming somehow. And we were never taught how to swim. We didn't know how to swim. Nobody ever taught us. I don't even think we ever been in the water. We just believed that we could do it. We were just confident that we could do it. And he said that the fear was inside of him, but it wasn't inside of us. So that just goes to show how parents can place a limitation on their children. So the point of me telling you this small story is that you were born confident. You were born ready to succeed, ready to accomplish, ready to go after what you want to get. When it came to walking, you practiced every day, no matter how many times you fell down, no matter how times you failed. You knew you were going to get it because you saw other people walking and you knew you could walk. Eventually, you did the same thing when you started running, when you started talking, when you started reading and writing. When you started doing all of these things, you knew you could do it because you saw other people doing it, which is confidence. It's setting a goal for yourself and getting what you want, having the faith that you can do it too. But along the way, you were programmed to not believe in yourself, to think that other people are better than you, when in reality, nobody's better than you. Nobody is. But this is the thinking that you picked up. So it's stopping you from going after new things. It's stopping you from learning new skills. You think you can't learn nothing new. So you're going to stay in the same position. You're going to stay in the same income. You're going to stay in the same job. You're going to stay in the same business making very little money. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay lonely. You're going to stay afraid of talking to women. You're going to stay afraid and fearful because you are not certain in yourself, which is what confidence is. Certainty in yourself, certainty that you can achieve, certainty that you can do, and getting out there and trying. You were already born confident, bruh. It's already inside of you. It's not something that is foreign to you. It's within, and it's up to you to decide to be that again. It's up to you to undo all of this programming in your mind. It's up to you to learn new skills and grow and evolve and become your true self, who you were when you came into this world. I remember when I worked this job at a restaurant and I was a busboy, but I wanted to become a server. I wanted to venture out and do something outside of my comfort zone because I grew up mute, socially anxious. After that, I didn't like talking to people. It wasn't comfortable for me. It was tough for me. And I said, yo, if I become a server, this is going to help me out a lot. But when I told my manager, he said, no, you can't do it. I don't believe you can do it. I don't see you doing that. And in that moment, I felt some type of way. I felt that rejection, but it sparked something within me. Instead of letting that rejection detour me from doing what I wanted to do, I use it as fuel, and I said, nah, bro, I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Everybody who talked down on me wrong. Everybody who called me quiet or whatever, I'm going to prove them wrong, show them that I can do it. All the people who didn't believe in me, I said I was going to show them that I can do it. And that's what I eventually did. And I became a server, and I was able to do it. Now, was I the best? I don't know. In my own unique way, yeah, but Obviously, there are other people better than me, but at least I did it. At least I tried. At least I tried my best. At least I got outside my comfort zone. At least I didn't let somebody tell me that I can't do something that I know deep down I can do if I put my mind to it. And that translated into other areas of my life where now I've faced rejection and I just use it as fuel. And that's how you need to be. If you really want to see success in your life, if you really want to be confident, rejection doesn't matter, because rejection cannot affect you. Outside validation should not affect you. It's not in your mind. It's in somebody else's. But if you feel some type of way about what somebody says about you, it's how you feel about yourself. And you're afraid of what that means about you. So it's up to you to recondition your mind, to start to see failure and rejection as fuel, as stepping stones. Like Napoleon Hill says, every failure has a seed of an equivalent success in it. A seed, which means you plant that seed and the seed grows. Adversity is not a problem. Adversity is the greatest thing that you can go through as a man. It's going to grow you. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to evolve you. It's going to take you on this journey of life, which is what masculine energy is about. Going, doing, adventure, strength, wildness, principles, discipline in yourself, knowing yourself, confidence, boldness, braveness. So start to use rejection as fuel. If you lack confidence, it's going to keep you from becoming great in any area of your life. You're just going to remain average. And most people are average. So if you want to be like most people, that's okay. Do that. But if you deep down know that you want to be great, that you want to rise above, that you want to live an abnormal life, a life where you're not working for somebody for decades and you're relying on job security, which is not secure at all because your job could go away at any time. You want to live a life where you're not settling for a relationship. You're going after the relationship that you actually want. You want to live a life where you're not settling for an identity. You're not settling for a image of your body. You're not settling for a 6-pack of beers. You're not settling to remain ignorant. You want to grow, you want to evolve, you want to learn, you want to have the best physique possible. You want to be great at something. You want to give value to the world and you want to help people. And you don't want to be afraid. And I know you don't, because nobody does. Who wants to be afraid? Who wants to be weak? Who wants to be ignorant? The thing is, you're programmed to do all of these things. And it's keeping you from your greatness because your greatness is already inside of you. Your conditioning is just in the way of that. But it takes a process of undoing those limiting beliefs and all that conditioning and reconditioning yourself to be who you truly want to be and who you truly are. And that's when you're going to shine. That's when you're going to become great and you're going to be able to stick to something for a certain period of time and it's going to become you. That habit is going to become you, whether it's working out, whether it's running, whether it's learning a new skill, whether it's learning coding, whether it's learning stocks, whether it's whatever it is. You can learn it and you can do it because somebody else has done it. And for you to tell yourself that you can't do it, you're just limiting yourself. And why would you do that? So confidence is a cornerstone of your whole life. Confidence is something that you already have. You're just not using it because you were taught not to use it. You were taught that it's bad to be confident. But now it's time to reignite that flame within you and become that person again. So I hope this video helped you. It's Zen Hustler, no slave. I'm out.